Hey guys, this is Russell Peters. Welcome to Culturally Cancelled. This is my podcast, as you may or may not know. Today, with me sitting in the backyard is my friends, some of my DJ homies. I don't know what the fuck we're going to talk about today, but it might be DJ, it might not be. We don't know what's going to end up. We might find out about Cut Chemist's new diet that he's on.
Oh shit! I'm down.
Cut Chemist is here. DJ Newmark.
Hola.
Both guys from Jurassic 5. I didn't know they had two DJs. And also, and one of my fellow Viper brothers, DJ A.Vee from East New York, son. Yeah. Yep. That's it. Thanks for listening, guys. This was a great podcast.
Thanks for having me here, Russell.
So, hold on. My fucking cigar fell apart in my mouth, and now I got a big chunk of stick facing. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. So new?
Yeah.
Uncle New.
What's good, Russ?
Huh? We had your birthday party here a couple
Russ,
weeks ago.
I was just about to say thank you so much for being so generous with your space and your time, man.
You're quite hospitable.
It was like the first time I got to see all my friends and family all in one area.
It was nice.
It was an excuse, really, to do that. Wasn't it? Like
It was nice. I just like having people around.
very kind of you, sir. I appreciate it. I'm trying to find you the right thank you, but you're a difficult guy to shop for.
I'll just send me mixtapes. I'm good with that.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I'm real easy. Cut, if you got any mixtapes you want to send forth. I think I have a couple of those Shadow and Cut Chemist mixtapes from back in the day. Ones that you put out. I think I got them in England, as a matter of fact. That's why I probably thought you were English. Because I bought them in England, and the name is Cut Chemist, and they call...
the Chemist, right?
Yeah,
and there's a Newmark Chemist.
Is there? Oh, a new Chemist mixtape?
No, a Newmark Chemist, like a drugstore. It's like that's
really?
the word
in
for
the UK.
pharmacy and out there.
Yeah.
So where were we?
Aberdeen,
we almost
Scotland.
ate there.
We almost had dinner there.
Aberdeen, Scotland, where there's, lo and behold, a Newmark Chemist.
Yeah.
It was
Can you
crazy.
take a picture?
Always.
I have one somewhere.
Yeah. We probably keep taking it.
Was this on the film days?
Disposable camera.
Oh, yeah. I used to be disposable
there they
junkie.
are. Yay. Newmark
Because
Chemist.
then they switched to pharmacy.
There's our photo, Luke.
What?
Yeah.
See, they switched to pharmacy. Woo.
Nice.
Oh, no, it says right there.
Quick on the draw. Who's
That's
on that?
Eddie. Eddie's on it.
Eddie.
Yeah, Eddie with the quick.
Chemist Newmark.
Damn.
Yeah.
Quick on the draw.
Yep. That's how you do it. In the UK, baby.
And they spelled McFadden wrong. They spelled it Marsden.
I know. Look at that. It's 2 Ds.
Yeah. What up, Ness?
Lord Finesse just rolled through.
Nestor Young.
Nestor and I guess and A.Vee will share a microphone if that's all good with you.
Doable,
Be like
no problem.
back in the days on a little duet.
Yeah.
It's like Sonny and Cher, you two.
Yeah, we could share. It's cool.
Easily one of the most conversation-driven podcasts I've ever done in my life.
Well, you got to lead it off, baby.
I know, that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah,
Trying to find a rhythm for us. You know what it is? It's because Cut Chemist is backed up. Let's talk about that, Cut.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but this cigar is working. I can feel it already. I might need to
If you
take
need
a
to
little
dip out
reprieve.
and,
Yeah.
drop a 7-inch,
So during the pandemic, I decided to do a pizza tour for a year and a half, and so I gained so much weight on it. I decided to do a Sunfare diet, which is one of those things where they deliver you the food.
We have a sponsor like that.
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
And they are called Hello Fresh.
HelloFresh.
Hello Fresh. And
So they have different things like the fat burn diet, whatever. So I can't eat outside of that, and I'm plateauing right now. I've been on it for like 2 weeks, and so I can't shit.
So did you drop weight then?
Like maybe 10 pounds.
Have you done the lemonade diet too?
Oh yeah, but
Lemonade diet.
your shit goes into starvation mode, which means if you start eating again, then you put weight back on sometimes.
Twice as fast?
So I always try different ones. Like this is the first time I've done something like this, and yeah, it's doing pretty good.
How many meals a day is it?
2 and a snack,
What's the snack?
like fruit or a salad or some shit.
That's not a snack.
But it's good shit. It's like what I think it feels like is like really good first class plane food.
Okay. Yeah.
what
That's how I
I'm saying?
imagined it,
airline, though?
actually.
Yeah.
Spirit.
Spirit.
Oh, yeah. Actually looks decent. Sort of. Yeah.
But no, it's good. And you could customize your diet if you don't eat or into
Are you doing the Sunfair Paleo one?
That's the one.
Yeah.
It's
So more meats?
more meats and veggies. No, but there's fruit, so it's not like keto or nothing.
Yeah, that's where you're getting your sugar from, is from the fruit.
Right. And 3 liters of water a day and yada yada.
3 liters of water.
I can't. I cap at like 64 ounces.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't. 3 liters, fucking. That's a good size engine on a car. That's a. What is that? A 2.8? It's a 3 liter. Actually, it's
Yeah.
a. You
So,
dropped weight too, new.
Yeah. That's from just eating at home. That's thanks to Carla.
Oh yeah, wifey's been
I'm going to the
cooking.
gym too. I mean, we're starting to again, but
I saw your little graceful slip and slide post the other day.
man, yeah. When are you going to come over and slip and slide with me? Both of y'all.
I would
Yeah.
do those. You know, nothing personal, but if I'd rather do if Carla was there,
I'm sure she'll
and she
abide.
let it and she let it off. You know.
Yeah, I gotta get a professional one. Mine's like a
The regular one,
yeah.
like the kids one.
No, actually, we bought a professional one and it was missing parts.
What was it missing? The slide part?
No, the fucking. There's like a little tube. There's like a little tube to do shit. Oh no, for the water. There's like some sort of like action. I didn't see what the fuck they were doing, Russ. I was fucking drinking in the fucking kitchen. They're like, it's broken. We're missing parts. Pull out the whole one. I'm like, okay.
Are you sure? Maybe it wasn't missing parts. They just didn't know how to put it together.
Nah. No, Carla's nickname is Mary the Mechanic. She can put anything together.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do it.
She made these chairs.
No, I know she did. She
Yeah.
told me when she was a child in El Salvador. She was actually chained to one of them, so she couldn't leave it until it was done.
Jesus.
Yeah, Shiza Minnelli.
Gosh, let's do it.
Alval, you need your mic to talk, A.Vee.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. How you doing, sir?
So we're here with this fucking ruckus, rip-roaring podcast we're doing right now. And since we have 3, 4, 5 DJs in one space, I think it's only right we talk about DJing.
Makes sense.
Kind of makes sense, you know?
That works.
Works for
You
me.
know, interesting fact about Chemist, he started DJing at 11. I think he just went up to everybody in the room.
I think most of us did, right?
I was
11?
15.
No,
I was
I was
15.
older. Yeah.
I was way older than that.
I think
But I quit when I was
13.
13.
Wow.
Yeah.
You showed that.
Shit, I was 23. Shit.
You were 23?
damn.
Really? You
Damn,
took that
dude.
long to start DJing?
What about you, Ness? When did you start?
I was like 18, 19 with no turntables. You know?
Wow.
So the only way I could really practice if I go to a friend house, you know. And then, you know, friends, they want to be on the turntable all day. I got to wait till mom's calling for dinner. They go out the room, then I can really, you know, practice.
Right.
Yeah, I had a friend of mine come over. He was the guy that I used to box with, and he would literally sit there and scratch Get Fresh Crew for fucking hours to the point where I'm like, yo, stop already.
Yeah.
Get Fresh Crew, Get Fresh Crew, Get Fresh Crew. Trying to juggle it, but it was just like, ever Get Fresh Crew, Get fucking Fresh Chicken Crew.
Oh, man.
The only record my mom remembers me practicing to was "Tina Got a Big Ol' Butt" from LL Cool J.
Oh, mom.
Wow.
So she'll come in like singing it, you know, like with her Iranian accent. Tina got big old butt, you know, and like she'll like move around, and I'm like, "That's all you remember from then?" She said, "Yeah, that's all I remember. Is you always playing that over and over again."
My
Yeah.
mom knows the lyrics to Rough Riders anthem for some reason.
Whoa, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, my mom was like, stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop, roll.
Oh, Indian moms.
Chemist had his dad build him a fucking studio.
Damn.
Is that true?
It's not true?
No.
It's what the internet told me.
Charlie had it built. For,
Charlie had it?
Charlie's father built
Carla
it.
did it.
Yeah, Carla did it.
Carla Tuna.
While she was in El Salvador.
Carly Tuna. One of our first A&Rs, his name was Carly too.
Carly?
Yeah,
Oh
Carly
my God.
Cat, out of the UK.
Tuna fish on the stick shift.
Yeah, he was very proper.
He was
they
the kind
all?
of guy that wore like a sweater wrapped around his neck, like he just got off the
And
tennis
socks
court.
wrapped
Yeah.
around his ankles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That was your first deal?
yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well, Yeah.
for the most part. I mean, we had a P&D deal out of this label called TBT. Remember Mike Geronimo?
Yeah, of course I
That
do.
same label on Mike Geronimo.
Yeah, we
Blunt,
did a
Blunt.
single deal with
Yeah,
Blunt.
Like
TBT
a
Blunt.
brassy looking label.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny. You should say that because
We're all flush.
Finesse
Yeah.
was talking to Buck Wild the other day, and I've been sweating Buck Wild to send me the instrumental of Master IC. And then Bucky was like, "Yo, I think I have to get it off Discogs." I'm like, "Well, then I can get it that way."
right.
Unless either of you have an instrumental of Master IC, you could send it to me. That'd be great.
I'd have to look. I don't think I do. I doubt it.
Chemist.
I might. Yeah, chances are good.
Yeah.
I'll check it out. I'll check out the archive.
Thanks, pal.
Yeah, I'll
You
consult
have
the
it,
scrolls.
Val?
I just might have it on my laptop. I'll check for you.
Well, look at you.
Yes, indeed.
This is, let me tell you something, guys. For one, if I was a listener, I would have tuned out already.
That makes two of us, Russ.
Well, it depends on what you want to hear. You know?
Just talk.
Yeah, we're just talking.
I think they're trying to lead us. You know, Spin Bed's mixtape is up
Oh
there on the
man,
TV.
actually, I have a good story about that one.
About that mixtape?
Yeah, so Z Trip and I were driving from Phoenix to Tucson to go to this store PDQ to do some digging. And so when was that? When did that tape come out? Like 95, right? Okay, so this is 95, and he sprung it on me. He's like, "You want to hear some shit?" He had a pickup truck, and like most people in Arizona back then. So and then
So I know that's how Eddie got in the country.
so he pops it in, and yeah, it was a mind blower for sure.
Oh yeah, first time I heard that shit, it fucked my brain up. I was like, I think it was like 98 or 99 when I found it. I was a little late to the party.
You
on
bought
it.
it from Fat Beats or?
No, I bought it from Play the Record in Toronto.
Oh wow.
And because I used to just go there and had a mixtape wall, and I saw that and I go, what is that? Like for me, it was just like it was out of the ordinary because everything else was like, you know, fucking all those corny '90s titles, like No More, just whatever the fucking cornballs was.
Rough and Raw, Volume 10.
Yeah, it's that kind of shit.
Classic cuts, and cuts would be with a K.
Yeah. Rugged street shit, and I'm like, I'm good without it. And you knew the more it said, the more it didn't produce.
Yeah. It didn't deliver.
It didn't deliver.
Yeah.
So I saw this and I go, what the fuck is this? And I bought it. I pulled it out and I look at the track listing and I go, huh?
Yeah.
You're right.
And I was like, this doesn't make any sense. I go, I'm gonna buy this. I put it in the car and I was just like, what? Who knew that you could do it? Because we didn't know at the time. You didn't know you could mix 80s white music.
Yeah.
And cut it up and stuff. Like, I mean, nobody was even thinking about playing that shit. You got to figure it's 95. We're only 5 years into the 90s. It wasn't like
And I mean, everybody was on some keep it real. You got to play
Absolutely.
this stuff.
It was a
and
gutsy
not
move.
the commercial stuff.
Yeah.
And
Don't sell out. Keep it real.
And I think
don't
that
sign to a label.
invited a lot of people in. Like, oh, you could do that because I like that music, and now it's okay to like it. So
Yeah.
So this is the first mix of Spin Bet that you ever heard?
yeah. He'd done other ones
I
before,
was
right?
late to the
A.Vee?
party too.
Yeah, he did like 900, 900 spin bag.
I got those.
What is it?
Now.
Some like Seventh Voyage. That was the one before.
You see
But yeah.
A.Vee in the middle?
Yeah, that's supposed to be me.
A.Vee in the
Anthony
middle.
Anderson character. No, not Anthony. What's Anthony Hall?
Oh, yeah.
Anthony Michael Hall. yeah.
Michael Hall. Yes, there you go. Now the funny part is like when he came up with it, it wasn't really supposed to be per se a mixtape distributed all over the freaking world. It was just some goofy stuff he was just doing just to have fun and sending clips to JS and JS1 and myself, and it was like, yo, what if we just did like a whole tape of it?
No, he had something to say. That's what makes it dope.
But yeah, I mean, he did like a rough copy, gave it to DJ Eclipse, you guys both know from Fat Beats, and
Which
he had
Eclipse?
this-
Eric?
Eric Wynn.
Yes, Eric
Yeah.
Wynn. And his reaction was the same, look in the playlist of like, this is not going to line up with what we market here. And then when he heard it, he was like, yo, this is like one of the
crazy.
best mixes ever. It was just,
Oh, yeah.
and
Just the cutting alone was what blew my mind. I'd never heard that kind of fast.
I think it was the "We Are the World" part that made me jump out of the.
Was that your
truck.
moment?
Yeah.
What was my moment in that one?
to me, it was the stuff in the middle, the subliminals and the little jokes inside.
Mickey got me
yeah.
when he was
Oh yeah.
That was the first time I heard someone go, oh. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yo, what is this? I remember I was talking to Spinny about it. I was like, we should try and do like a documentary about the making of that mixtape. And, but Spin was never the guy who wanted to.
How much later so you met him?
I met Spin in 2002. Yeah, we met in 2002. I flew him to Toronto. I got him a gig in Toronto and he stayed at my house.
Nice.
For Caravana. And then I met A.Vee, I think later that year or
it was like
a year later.
I think 05 or
04. It was 04.
He did a show at the Norfolk Theater in Long Island. And then Spin Back.
Possibly.
He was like, yo, I got a friend who's a comedian. Come check him out. I was like, sure. Why not?
No, you came over that day when I was staying at his house and Gus came over, was barbecuing.
Nah, that was after.
Oh, you came after. And then I kept thinking you were the guy from AV8 Records.
Yes. That wasn't me. Nah.
I was like, oh, shit, are you AV8? He's like, no, I have eaten, but I'm not.
Jesus.
What are your favorite mixtapes of all time?
I don't know. I mean, definitely that. I'm a big Spin Bad fan as well. He was my very good friend. But pretty much most of the mixtapes he did. Mm-hmm. And then there was some that I had back in the day, like early 90s, like Ike Love. I remember getting an Ike Love mixtape from New York.
Hank Love?
Ike Love.
Ike Love.
Yeah.
I don't even know who that
And
is.
it wasn't even that great, but it had some memory attached to it. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
And then there was a DJ Juice. I used to buy DJ Juice mixtapes
From
a
New
lot.
Jersey, yes.
Wow.
Yeah. J.U. Ice. He used to do these nice dope blends on them. And I was like, ooh, I like that. Mm-hmm. And what else do I got in my? I don't know. I got a lot of stuff. I guess over time I amassed so many mixtapes that they all, I became a Neil Armstrong fan at one point because I liked the way he was doing his mixtapes. I started branching off into the guys that were doing other things other than just playing the regular shit.
Yeah.
And that's because, otherwise the mixtape game got kind of boring. Okay, I get it. You're going to do a golden era mixtape. You're going to hear the same fucking 30 songs on every mixtape, cut at the same points on every mixtape. Cash Money mixtape, the old school Need to Learn More mixtape was dope.
Mm-hmm. Neil, what about you? Mixtapes?
I was a fan of all the Dre shit. Like, well, really, when it went to the New York Scratch Masters thing, where I guess that's him. I'm hearing that's him.
It's all of them. Salonzo.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so Dre was a good DJ?
Yeah.
Oh,
Fuck
yeah.
Oh, he approached it like a producer. No shock there, right? But
Yeah.
So we never got any of those on the East Coast.
Well, they were all live on the radio. So KDAY used to do this thing called Traffic Jam.
Yeah.
And the Wrecking Crew was the DJs doing it.
The World Class
The
Wrecking
World
Crew.
Class Wrecking Crew.
I liked it when they had special guests on K-Day too. Like, I wasn't really a mixtape guy, but I liked when they had the Joe Cooley and
who was a young unsung hero is Battery Brain. He did incredible mixes.
Battery Brand?
Battery Brain.
That makes
Battery
sense.
Brain. Who's
Yeah,
that?
he's a LA cat.
Still around?
On the yellow.
I don't know. I haven't heard his name in a long time on Techno Hop.
Techno Hop.
Yeah.
Yes, that was it.
Yeah, those are good. There you go.
Damn, I haven't heard that name in a minute. Damn, Battery
wow.
Brain. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Oh, literally had records out, or is that?
He did, yeah. He put
Yeah.
out a couple 12s.
Were they like those mega mix things?
They were.
Yeah.
Like those Big Apple Noise records and stuff?
Not as, it's more produced. Like he would
Yeah.
produce a beat and then cut
Right.
in all this stuff over it. Whereas
I remember like Dynamix and all that shit used to do that.
Yeah, man.
I had a
Give the
few of
DJ a break.
It was more like that.
Yeah, it's closer to that. Yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
yeah. Danny Crivet had it. Yeah, man.
The
Yeah,
green label.
those were dope. I used to mix Moments in Love over a break on Just Give the DJ a Break. It
What
sounded
about you,
kinda
Luke?
dope.
What are your favorite mixes? You have so many.
Cubert Pumpkin Squeeze.
Oh, yeah,
for
that's
sure.
a crazy
Top.
one, yeah.
Oh yes, Preschool Breaks.
Yeah, that one.
That one.
Turntable Scientifics, Mr. Dibbs.
I forgot about that one.
Kid Koala, Scratch I Scratch. Those
Montreal, represent.
Yeah,
Represent
then
Canada.
Babu Comprehension was a game changer for me.
Oh, Riz. Live from
Riz,
Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Riz was the first person I ever heard beat juggle.
Yeah, Riz is dope. Riz is one of those guys people forget to mention
I know.
because he's so chill.
I think he's the cat on the top of my list of like needs way more props. He's incredible.
But also Mixmaster Mike, Explosive Box Cassette. Like his shit was psychedelic as
I
fuck.
listened to that at your house.
Yeah, that's right.
Some of it got too out there for me. I was like, all right, you're losing me now.
Yeah, you got to kind of listen to like what was it? I think that was the only one. Well, it just got weird and crazy. His shit was wild.
Yeah, I got too many things happening, and I was like, I want to be able to play this if there's a girl in the car.
Yeah. What kind of party would that be?
Yeah, I'm like, damn.
Incredibly innovative. Yeah.
How'd you start DJing?
Yeah, how'd you get into this whole thing?
I was b-boying kind of slowed down. Like nobody was.
So you were heavy into b-boying?
Yeah, and then I was like, well, I still want to hear this music, and it was Toronto. The only way we were going to hear it was
What was your b-boy name?
Just Russell, or I would tag Roxy on things.
Roxy?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I would do this tag with, I would say the R would lead to the one leg, and then the Y would lead to the other leg, and I would do like the shell toes. It was like pants and shell toes with fat laces, and the Roxy would go across the top.
What year's this?
83, 84, 85, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I wanted to still play the music, but you could only get it on one day on the radio in Toronto. From 1 till 4 on Saturday afternoons.
Damn, that's rough.
Wow.
And it was a college radio station in Toronto, and I lived in the suburbs, so I would have to disconnect the cable from the TV and tape it to the antenna of the radio. And when it was in Toronto, it was on 88.1, and when it got to my house, it was 93.7.
Damn.
But we figured it out, and we recorded it every week. That's how I discovered so much like happenings in the city and stuff, and that's how I discovered Cash Money, because they would play cassettes of Cash Money on it.
Yeah.
And then I got to go to like a lot of cool concerts in the early mid 80s. I saw Cutmaster DC battle DJ Cheese.
Wow.
Shit.
So two of my favorites.
And DJ Cheese won because Cutmaster DC was doing all those body tricks,
right.
and at one point he pulled out a basketball to cut with, and it slipped out of his hand and fell on the turntable. And then he was like, and I remember Cheese was doing this lottie dottie thing. It was like lottie dee dottie lottie dee dottie lottie dottie, and then we're like, oh shit, we don't know. He didn't really do anything if you really think about it, but at the time you're like, that's so dope.
Cheese was nice. He's definitely.
He was a Jersey guy, Cheese, right?
He never. No one ever had a sharper awe scratch. His shit was so crispy.
Got the shit minty fresh.
Oh my god.
Was he doing? Oh, was that on King Cut? He was doing that.
Yeah.
King Cut.
You want to?
You want a slice?
You want to? They were on Profile, right? Yeah.
Beauty and the Beat first.
Which one?
So wait,
Beauty and the Beat.
So wait,
They were.
Yeah.
I remember them on Profile.
So were you always like joking around at the crib when you were a DJ? Were you always? Was this always in you? Is like you were making your mom laugh? How did this all come
my
about?
parents never laughed at my shit. Well, I didn't have those kind of parents. My parents weren't like involved. They weren't like, "What are you doing, son? That's so great." I never had those fucking complimentary parents. What are you doing?
What about your brother?
It was never, "What are you doing?" It's, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
Turn that off. Study if you knew your schoolwork the way you knew this raps.
You didn't make your brother laugh?
No, my brother's 6 years older than me. So you got to figure when I'm 15, he's 21.
So he's serious.
He's not trying to hang out with me.
Yeah, he was trying to do that shit.
He's out there getting pussy, and I'm out there chasing fucking records.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I think I mentioned this on one of the other podcasts, but the first time I met Andre Harrell was at Russell Simmons' house, and Russell goes, "You know Andre?" I go, "No, I want to meet him." He goes, "Yo, Andre, it's my man Russell." I go, "Hey, nice to meet you, man." I go, "Hey, man, can I get $6.99 for me?" He goes, "Huh?" I go, "Yeah, because I bought that Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde album back in the 80s, and I hated it. Can I?"
Got your fucking money back years later.
What was his reply on that one?
Just gave me a fucking weird look. It was a bad album. Did you buy that album?
I did.
Yeah.
But I think it's credited for the first slow jam rap. It was before I Need Love.
Well, I mean,
But that doesn't make it good.
that doesn't make it good. I mean,
right. Makes it maybe important.
85, 84, 85.
So what about
85, yeah. Yellow Panties was
so
a
then
hit.
when
Yellow
did-
panties.
when
And
did-
all she had on was a pair of yellow panties. I saw her, but I could not believe this lady. I was like, oh, fuck. I'm mad that it's in my head.
What about
I'm mad that it's burnt into
You like that album a little more.
when did
than
the
you
UTFO
let it go.
album come out? The
first one?
Yeah.
84.
83, 84.
So then Fairy Tale Lover beats it then, right? Because that's not a rap though. That
but
was a
I thought that
ballad.
was on Skeezer Pleaser.
No.
That's on the
one.
first album?
Yeah, Fairy Tale Lover was
Yeah.
on the first album.
All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But I
Fair
can't
enough.
remember if he rhymes in Fairy Tale Lover. Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Oh, does he not rhyme on it?
I don't
Or
remember.
Are they just singing?
I think they're just singing. So I guess that's
no, that don't
that's
count.
out of the.
Yeah, hip hop went through all those little phases,
Yeah.
like in the '80s, where it had the slow. Every record had to have some sort of slow jam.
Yeah.
Because Down by Law had "Left Me Lonely."
Right. There was always the DJ cut. There was a song, the
then-
Tender song.
Steady B had "Cheatin' Girl."
Oh wow.
Well, I mean, those aren't slow songs.
Jesus.
But they were like what would be for like a
The
hip hop.
subject matter was,
Yeah, for a hip hop dummy like
It was
me,
emotional.
who didn't want to hear anything other than rapping. I was like, yeah, that's real slow shit right there. That's fucking fake hardcore bullshit on my ass.
What would be the one on Funky Technician? What would be the girl song?
Strictly for the ladies.
Wow. I mean,
Strictly for the ladies. This is Lord Finesse.
that's exactly how it went, too, right?
He was gonna get TJ Swan to sing it.
Nah, that TJ was just too. I mean, I like TJ Swan, but that Shan song was sad. Girl, why'd you have to leave me this way?
To this day.
Yeah, I want to hear Finesse sing more.
I'm
What
trying
about
to-
Cheating Girl? Cheat Girl.
Oh,
cheat
man.
Girl.
You guys are bringing me back with some of these.
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't really pay much attention to the ballads.
Shouldn't have done it, but you did it. Now you left me, you gotta live with it.
Truly Yours,
I mean,
G-Rap.
you
Truly
threw
Yours was
on Truly Yours is my
That
song.
was great.
But that got ripped
Yeah.
off the shelves, you know.
Yeah.
And then
That was-
everybody
that
did
was
the
great.
reggae song, a
Right.
terrible reggae
Oh,
song.
yeah, right.
It was funny. None of the Jamaican artists did it. Like none of the Jamaican ancestral
There's
people.
your favorite record right there, Russ.
Oh yeah, there it is. The champagne of rap.
It looks like your Steve's, Russ.
Yeah, I was like, I thought they were being ironic with that look. I was like, oh, I see what they're doing. They made some hardcore shit and tried to make it look like they're playing it.
Found some
like
Orange Juice
business.
Jones
They got,
shit.
they got the boombox there.
Yeah, to let you. That's what I thought the tip off was. Like, look, we're on some street shit, but we're hiding in the suits. And
We're
I
gonna
was
throw
like,
these
no.
suits on. We're gonna have a boombox that's gonna represent all
What were the
street.
records that you picked up that you didn't think were going to be that dope, but they turned out to be like your shit? Or you thought?
Are you talking like Whack Covers dope albums?
Sure. Yeah, sure.
I'll tell you one.
Yeah, go for it.
Organized Confusion's first album.
So that one was right. It was all
It was
like
so
dark,
generic.
and it was just their like silhouettes almost.
And
right?
plus,
Not- yeah.
all I heard was
That was
Last
the one
Piece
with
of
Fudge
Chicken.
Pudge?
Yeah, and then I hear the album.
So you
I'm
didn't
like,
think that was going to be the business?
I
huh?
I wasn't ready for it because I didn't hear any hype on it.
Yeah.
I like the Walk Into the Sun remix on
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Off that
Oh
album.
yeah. Oh, that was a phenomenal
Oh, that
album.
album. Yes, I do remember that
Yeah,
album.
that was a phenomenal album though.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, there's nothing really going on in the cover. There's nothing telling me how dope it. But that's part of what made it have such an impact. Was I was so surprised.
I think I bought more albums or records based on the cover.
Yeah.
And got either surprised or
Yeah.
highly disappointed.
That was our social media. That was the only way we had to like
Yeah.
figure it, kind of navigate.
Yeah, buying it was a like.
Yeah, buying it was like. Yeah.
I remember buying that and Black Sheep's first album on the same day, and I listened
Yeah.
to Black Sheep because I
Sounds
was
about
hyped
right.
on it. Flavor
Yeah.
of the Month was my shit.
And then there was the different version on it.
Right.
When you bought the album, you're like, wait a minute.
Well, oh no, you mean Choice is Yours?
Choice is yours. I was
Yeah,
like, wait a
right.
minute, this isn't the record I heard.
Well, no, 'cause that remix hadn't come out yet.
Yeah.
So, but then I heard Organized after it, and I retired the Black Sheep album right away and just stuck with the Organized.
I think
I used
mine
to
was.
play Fudge Pudge and then I would mix in Soul Clap right into it.
Right on.
Right at that one part.
I took a chance on Black by Demand. All rappers give up.
Okay.
Because I mean, it's a,
Were you
it's a
disappointed?
decent. No. I loved it. That
Yeah,
was
it
like
was a great record.
I saw the cover and I was like, I'll take a chance on it. It was the Champ kind of thing, and I was like, it could be dope. It could be just I don't know what with a cartoon. You don't know because at the time everyone was taking photos, and so I was like, maybe it
Yeah,
could-
that is
could-
a very nondescript.
I remember that
photo.
record,
Yeah,
but I
mean,
never
it
bought
looked
it.
heavy, right? So I had to go like, okay, I'll see what it is. But it's dope. That was an underrated record,
Yeah,
man.
that's Trio Connection, man.
See, I thought when I saw that record in the store, I thought it was just like on the same tip as. I thought they were like trying to go with like the X Clan, the Paris,
Oh, right.
that whole like that pro black movement that was going
I
on.
thought that would have been a K-Tel ripoff or something.
Totally
you know?
Yeah,
right.
so when I saw it, I was just like, I never heard anything off this, so I'm not getting it.
yeah.
I
That
remember
could be
I
a
bought-
new wave record.
Yeah,
I
basically.
forgot that that's like bars that Fizz is going through. That's a trip. Damn.
I didn't even see that.
If you there was a rock group named a metal group named Accept. I think they had an album that looked similar to that, and that's probably why I didn't buy it. Think about an album called Balls to the Wall.
What was the group or what was the artist that you were like, why didn't they put out more dope shit? Or like you felt like they had more
Antoinette.
juice. Like they have more juice in the container. Like
Antoinette started putting out whack shit though.
I remember I bought this album
yeah,
thinking...
she started doing the up-tempo stuff, right? All the
Something.
Miami shit, right? After that,
She
at the
was
end of that?
inspired by JJ Fad, I
No,
guess.
wasn't that
afterwards.
Anquette? That was Anquette.
Oh yeah, I'm tripping.
Because I bought that.
You're right.
I bought that Anquette
Da-da-da.
album, misreading it, thinking it was Antoinette.
Yeah.
And
That was probably
I was
what
like,
happened.
what the fuck? But
It's-
it had
But
a
that
good
first
slow song
Ancat
on it.
record was dope.
Right.
With ghetto style DJs.
Right, ghetto style. Right, there you go.
I think
Yeah, what was the one that had more?
J Most off of Wild Pitch. I thought he would have had something else
J
after
Most.
Rhymethologist.
Oh,
Huh.
yeah.
Interesting.
Wasn't Entice on Wild Pitch too?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping more out of Chill Rob G.
Oh, well, I mean,
He's one of my favorite MCs
That's
still, though.
one of my
I
favorite
wanted him
LPs
to
of
keep
all
going
time.
more than anything else.
yeah, let's put up that
I think
Ride the Rhythm.
I think Zap R. Kelly them.
That's an album right there, though.
I mean, the look, the cover,
He had a good
equally
voice.
He had a great voice.
Great
He had
flow.
dope rhymes.
I opened for him in 1990.
Did you not? You know not.
Get out of
Seriously?
here. He did shows?
Yeah, so it was in Toronto. It was him and Queen Latifah and a bunch of... So Queen Latifah's headline, then him, and then a bunch of local Toronto artists. And I was friends with this white kid named... His real name was John, but he had converted to Islam and he became Malik Shahid or Elijah Abdul Alim. He first became Elijah Abdul Alim, and I think then he changed his name to Malik Shahid.
I love Canada.
I'm done with that.
Wait,
one,
so
man.
check this. He was a dope DJ, but he needed a DJ he was opening for that concert. And he was wearing like a full fucking dish dash and a kufi on his head. And he's a French Canadian guy. And so I was DJing from that night, and I just remember all I was cutting was the from Welcome to the Terror Dome. So it was like
The top. Was there a record that you thought like hurt hip hop or like made it kind of fizzle out or dilute it?
well, there was the obvious ones.
Like was there like a tipping point? You're like, man, this is like changing now because of this record.
well,
you ever have that?
For me, it was when
I know you.
I'll tell you know mine?
mine was
Every
when,
time I think about it, the shit makes me
when
laugh.
like
Like,
a
I'm
limit
hype
shit
right now.
started. I was like, okay, something's happening. I don't like it.
I think I know. If you change it, I'll be surprised.
I don't know if you know.
What do you got, Cut?
You changed it then. I think.
No,
I think
for
I
me-
know.
For me, it's
Does it start with an M?
we want some pussy. Is the
Oh
one.
really? No,
Really?
no.
Yeah.
I
No,
thought
I
it was.
love that
You
record.
told me once it was Montel Jordan. This is how
No,
we do
no,
it.
and then it was
And I
Montel
started
Jordan.
laughing
And then it
because
was
I couldn't
Montel Jordan.
But Montel Jordan was never hip hop.
But the thing about it, I'll be in my car randomly thinking
No,
you
no,
going, no,
it-
that's
it-
the shit that fucked up hip hop.
No, it-
And I just start dying.
You're right. I mean, it was the second peg. It was the second peg.
Is that
in the
your
cup.
second wind of the
Yeah,
whole
it was the
thing?
second. Yeah,
Oh,
it just
shit.
for me, we want some pussy. It was just not about. It was about something else, you know.
Yeah, they wanted pussy.
Yeah. They didn't want to be like the best MCs or whatever, the best DJs, which they were on their first record. You know, that first Two Live Crew record.
You know
was
why
amazing.
I love that record? Because the hole for the record was the guy holding his. Remember that? Remember right on the center of the 12-inch. Ayo.
I actually really liked this record because I was like, man, this
Really?
is going in a different direction in some kind
Oh,
of
man.
unique way.
Because the beat made me go. Boom,
and it bumped properly. Like that was good EQing back then.
Yeah,
you know,
I
like
just
wasn't
remember
into
going,
it.
when can I play this record?
yeah. I actually played that at one of my first house parties, and
I just
so you
remember
have a twofold. You have we want some
That,
pussy, and then Montel
Montel
Jordan.
Jordan was really like, I'm out of here.
Wait, go back.
I'm fucking out of here.
What about you, Ness? You have a record that you're like, man, now it's moving into something else. Like
Yeah.
it's watering
Nah,
down.
I got a story around that. Like, Akinelli was like he's still one of my closest friends. Like, so we used to go to all the parties together. So I remember they ripped his record off the shelf because he had a record called No Exit. And I was talking about like domestic abuse, like,
Oh shit.
it was like more like, I'm not letting you out of this relationship.
Oh shit.
Oh wow.
And certain things he said, so they took the record kind of down.
Right.
Name of the album was called Vagina Diner.
That's
So,
it.
Vagina
Yeah,
Diner.
I got a
That was it.
T-shirt.
Wow.
Right at the bottom on the
yeah. You still got your T-shirt?
Yeah, still
from
right there.
from Interscope. Yeah, that's what Ems was working on Interscope.
That was
Oh
it.
yeah.
Whoa,
Wow.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, that's clever. I dig it.
So he came by my house, like, I want to play you some of these new records I got.
Yeah.
So now, mind you, they just ripped the other record off the shelf.
Yeah.
This is
So he's
Akinele?
like, yeah. Like, yo, Ness, man, check this one out. Put it in your mouth. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, nigga, you gonna get banned.
In
You know,
the USA.
they just ripped the other shit down.
That shit blew the fuck
And
up.
then he was like, yo,
that
check this
record.
other song out. Can I fuck you for free? I'm
Would
like,
you
oh,
fuck me
where
for
you going with it?
free?
Where you going?
But it just taught me that, man, I stopped really judging.
Yeah.
If you got a vision for it,
Yeah.
go for it. Cause next thing I know, I heard that shit on the radio all day, all stations. And
Oh man, when you play that at a party, because you'd have to start right
Yeah.
from the beginning.
Yeah.
Want my baby love me? And everybody would anticipate it. The place would go fucking nuts,
put it in. Yeah, I was like, oh shit.
and girls would be singing it.
Yeah.
And I was looking at them on
Oh,
the
they
singing,
would
and they're
lose
like, yeah,
it. They
yeah.
would lose it. I remember I went to How Can I Be Down in Miami.
Oh wow.
Yeah, wow.
And that's when it hit. And that shit went off. And it was nothing bigger than that at that time. Well, except for what Notorious B.I.G. joint. I forget which one.
No, Master P was hitting
after.
around 96,
Yeah, that was
97 he
after that.
started.
Yeah.
I remember getting those snippet cassettes from How Can I Be Down.
Yeah.
They had that one Toe Jams, Summer Toe Jams, and it was like a girl's foot in slippers. It was a snippet of it was a cassette snippet.
No, the
cassette.
best was
I'm done.
the best was Bad Boys promotion around that time. They had they would hit
the Big Mac.
The McMac
but
cassette.
they had the
cassette. Eddie put cassette.
they had the do not disturb sign on all of the hotels because everybody was in a hotel, and it had the do not disturb. And it says, "Shh, Bad Boy got it on lock."
Oh shit!
You
should have took one, man.
That was it. There it is, right
Should
there.
have took one.
I thought it was a girl foot, but I can't remember.
Summer
clearly.
told you. What's this?
You don't remember that was a snippet cassette that came out in '93.
Man, I don't remember
that.
this one, man.
I want to collect snippet
Nah,
cassettes.
I think Puff had his marketing
should.
schemes was on lock at that time. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
think
Marketing.
nobody was
Forget about
topping Puff with the marketing. I just think it all went down, started going downhill. Once he became an artist, he wanted to use all the marketing from him and for him, and it wasn't the same after that.
Yeah, there was some good ones out there. We had a lot of creativity in that time.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Shit, you had to. Everybody was fighting for the same shit.
I wanted to go to How Can I Be Nice. Didn't have any money. I couldn't be down. I wanted to go to the seminar. I just couldn't have any money. I couldn't go. My friends would go, and they would record it. I have I won 8 Ball one that year.
Oh,
It must have been like
94?
90. Was it 94? It might have been 92, 93.
Oh, yeah, maybe you're right.
MJG, 8 Ball.
No, DJ
DJ
8
Ball.
Okay.
He's the first, one to do the Mary Had a Little Lamb, right?
Yeah. That's right. That was the year. Yeah. And then I just remember my buddy had it on video cassette, and all you hear beside him is "Motherfucker went off."
I just posted something about Aladdin. He was my favorite.
He was dope. I saw you
I
post that.
loved Aladdin. That was like my hero.
He's out here.
Aladdin's on
Yeah.
a Rampage is like one of the top
So
DJ
good.
songs ever.
So good. He's entertaining to watch too.
Yeah.
He's got it all.
He follows me on Instagram. I've never met him though.
Yeah, he's fucking incredible.
Yeah.
There's Aladdin. I remember the white T-shirt and the hat to the
Oh, yeah.
side.
Because he used to do that really shoulder thing when he would cut.
Definitely.
He was
that's
all the
him.
shoulders.
That's that
I used to study this guy.
89 new music seminar. Aladdin.
Yep. Couldn't phase Aladdin.
And I remember I didn't realize how dope DJ Scratch was. Mm-hmm. I didn't realize he was doing those cuts on the record. Mm-hmm. Even though I was biting the cuts as I was listening to them.
Would you
Wait,
still
so
think
would
it was
you think
Caleb
was doing
Boss
the-
or something?
No, I just didn't understand at the time like that a DJ could be that fucking dope.
Oh, right.
Playing for a group, you know what I mean?
I remember just thinking like, damn, this dude on the East Coast is doing some like Aladdin, Joe Cooley shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, he was always a guru.
But
shit.
with his own, flair. No, Scratch
I think
was
that's
killing it.
what watching Gangstar from there took that like serious. He wanted to do all. He did all the cuts from
Yeah.
the records on a show accurately.
I
you
mean,
I think
know?
that was one of the shifts in hip hop when
Yep.
when they stopped doing the scratch
like solos.
no, not even that, just the scratch choruses. Because that's what Gangstar was always
right.
doing. That.
Yeah.
The scratch chorus like
Yeah.
you know.
Premier just had
when you do the 33 to 45.
Oh, sure.
so much precision in his shit.
Yeah.
He made it like he was like, you know, part of one of the vocalists or something. You know what I mean? Like that was a first. I remember my boy, one of my cats in my DJ crew was like, he's just so precise. He just kept saying precise. And I'm like,
What crew were you in?
I was in a crew called Bum Rush Productions. And we would do
you in it too?
mobile house
No,
parties.
I didn't know him at that point.
Yeah, it was before we met.
Did you guys wait? How did you two meet?
We there was a night called Rat Race in LA where the promoter, this guy named John Asbell, would invite, well, his band would be on stage and he would invite MCs and groups to freestyle or do their routines over
Live band, hip
over his
hop,
live
concept
band.
night kind of thing.
And I was the DJ for the night, basically, or I did like 1 or 2 gigs with him. And then there was a rehearsal for one of the nights. And that's where I met Cut. And he walked in when I hooked up my turntable setup to a wah-wah pedal. And he was, whoa, DJ Hendrix. And then we just hit it off after that.
I was like, dude.
Yeah. It was very surfer-like.
When I think surfer, I think of you two. So wait, so you're the one who put J5 together then? Cut?
I didn't put them together. We already had
You had Charlie.
Unity Committee and Mark 7. I mean, Unity Committee was me, Charlie, and Mark 7. And then when I saw Rebels of Rhythm at the Good Life, they sounded to me like Treacherous, and I dug it because I was into old school hip hop. So I made a beat for them, and I said, "Can you feature my guys on it?" Boom. We had no Newmark at that point, so then we started to put together like an EP. Newmark did a B-side bonus beat song, and then we pressed it up, and I sold it out of my Honda, and then
Honda.
Soup. There was so many different parts to it. Soup was working promotions in Interscope at the time, and he got us the deal at
At
Blunt.
Blunt, yeah. And I
I
was
remember
working
Blunt Records.
yeah.
And then New was working at Correct Records.
I almost didn't make this group.
So were you both on stage together cutting?
Yeah. Damn, Russ, where the fuck you been, G?
I mean, I used to buy J5 records
on,
and listen
man.
to them, but I never saw them live.
But before that, Newmark was doing, me and him were DJing for Unity Committee before it was J5 also.
See, again,
I was
East
on-
Coast, we didn't know
I
you
had
had a
video
community.
of it.
I was at a small record label that was like, it's called Correct Records. And I signed this artist named Grav. He was out of Chicago.
Graph?
Grav with a
G-R-A-V.
V, like short for gravity. And so
Dude was dope.
Grav, I played the guys in the group. I'm like, yo, listen to this. I signed this guy. You know, I was like, first time just trying to make a check. You know, I was young. And I was like, yeah, listen to this guy's shit. And the guys in the group liked it. I'm like, that's cool. So he did one song with Kanye West. This is 96. And so I told Grav, if you do the rest of the album, we'll put this out on Correct. We'll do a full album with you. So to this day, that's Kanye's debut on record. And
you're
I
the guy.
almost stayed as like a record exec dude instead of being in J5.
Look at you. What choice would you rather have made?
Definitely J5.
There you go. Who came
But
in?
no, it was great working at a label though and learning like college promotion and, you know, hearing demos, filtering shit out and just getting scrappy with it and learning how to,
The production on that Grav record was dope.
was a great
Andy
record.
C was killing it.
oh, Andy was incredible.
yeah, he's incredible. And what, is No ID on there too?
No ideas. Oh, shit.
He
Now
was, but he didn't have any ID.
Oh,
I don't think so. I'm almost certain he wasn't.
all right.
Yeah,
I
I'm
felt like
almost
it
certain he
was
wasn't.
kind of like a Chicago super group of producers on there, but anyway.
Wait.
So that's 96?
Which guy came to the party? Which J5 guy was here at your party?
Soup came to the party.
Soup. Yeah. See, I don't know.
There's Grav. Hey, that's my brother right there.
Oh, there you go.
Did you
Good
have
dude.
an artist called Manish on that label
Yeah,
too?
Manish was on there as
I
well.
remember seeing
Mark
that.
was the DJ for
Yeah,
that.
I DJ'd for that for a while.
All right,
I did
cool. Yeah, I
I
remember that.
did everything I
Manish,
could on.
It was like yellow with like orange.
It was they went through a lot of color
I remember- yeah, I
changes.
remember.
I don't
Wait, the
know.
guy's
I
name was
remember
Manish.
Manish.
Was he Indian?
No, it's two dudes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Were they sort of like men?
They were
They were very
Manish?
mannish. Actually.
It's very
Actually, they should have been called girlish, but it's just
very
Well, now they are. Shit. Manish should have released a second album called Shove-Its.
love it.
Manish Shove-Its.
So Russ, how did you make the transition from what was the defining moment for comedian for you? That's what I've been wanting to ask you.
What do you mean?
What was the shit? What was the event or the performance or the episode with, you know, friends or family, whatever, that made you go, I'm gonna do this shit for real. This is my calling.
See, I started in '89, and then when I started doing it, I said to myself, I'm going to give this 8 years.
Oh shit! You did a timeline.
I said,
All right.
because I figured I was 19, right? So I was
never did those.
By the time I'm 27, if I've done nothing with this, I'll jump out. But by the time I was 27, I'd already recorded 2 specials. So I was like, all right, well, I guess I'm in it now.
Word up.
And then in my 3rd special in 2003, that's the one that allowed me to live the life I live now.
Nice.
So number 3 was the lucky number 3. That was the one that was like cemented you in the game, so to speak.
That's the one that changed everything for me.
What was the name of that special?
It was just a Comedy Now special. There was this company in Canada that used to do these series of specials called Comedy Now, this network CTV over there, and they would give a bunch of comics a Comedy Now special. So I did one in '97, and then I hadn't gotten another one. It took 6 years for me to get another one. And when they came back around, the money was less. Mm-hmm. It was like $2,500 less than it was the first time.
That happens. Yep, that happens.
And then then these fuckers put this out after it started to gain steam. They put this fucked up looking DVD out.
Damn.
Like it's just so shit looking. And I was mad as fuck. I still to this day won't sign one of those.
Really?
For fan
that
shows
bad,
I did that.
Russ?
Yeah, no, because they
Damn.
never gave me a penny from it. And they must have sold a fuckload of those. And I tried buying it back from them. I tried buying it. Look at how shit it's horrible. They put the 97 special on it and the 2003 special on it. And I tried to buy back that special from them. I offered them $100,000 and I said, and I'll give you a percentage of the sales.
Damn.
And they were like, no, we're going to do it.
Wow.
And then I was like, well, if you let me do it, then I can at least do
Look at this guy.
Yeah.
Eesh.
That was the 97 special. Show me the
We
fun.
could have been brothers, Russ. Look at this.
Look at that, huh? I was 32 going on 33 there.
So I'm a big, I love comedy. I always try to talk about it as much as I can with you. Mm-hmm. So when I see, I'm trying to think how to phrase this. So you seem to have done a lot of things right that a lot of comedians / actors, I guess, haven't. Like, I mean, what would you attribute your success to? That's what I really have always wanted to ask you. Like, because a lot of dudes are just play the movie role or just play, the sitcom role or,
Mine's done out of necessity. Like, I didn't have the opportunities to do movies and TV.
So
I get the odd movie.
So like playing shows then, right?
Yeah, I would get the odd movie here and, odd TV show there. But it was like, I knew where my bread was buttered and I wasn't going to like turn my back on stand-up. I think a lot of guys get into the acting world and then like, fuck it, whew, like it's almost like a relief, like, whew, now I don't have to do stand-up anymore. But for me, it's like when I get something, I'm like, fuck, I miss stand-up so much,
right?
That it's just, I have to do it. So,
would you say that you went to territories that some of your counterparts didn't go to? Some areas in the world that you visited that others haven't?
But the thing is, it wasn't calculated like that.
Right.
I was doing a lot of shit out of England. That's actually the first time I found J5 was in England.
That makes sense. That's where we blew up first.
And so I was out of England, and out of England you would get all these weird gigs. It'd be like this. I used to work with this agent named John Keys out there, really runty little guy. And hey Russ, how you doing?
Dane.
How you doing? Listen, you want to go to? There's a gig in where was this one? There's a gig in Belgium. It's at an Irish pub. It's on a Tuesday. Pays £100, and they get your flight and your hotel. And I was like, fuck it, I'm in £100. I didn't really care. I just looked at it as a free trip to Belgium, and the money was shit, But it'd be like you could do Belgium on Tuesday, and you can do Denmark on Wednesday, and then fly back to London on Thursday. You can do the Comedy Store at night, and then I'm like, all right, fuck it. It was just literally work was work. I didn't care. And then it was like, you want to go to Hong Kong, and I'm like, sure, let's go to Hong Kong. And I remember I went to Hong Kong, and the gig was in an Indian restaurant called the Viceroy. And the Indian people that ran the restaurant were so excited to see an Indian guy come in doing comedy, and I killed that night. They were like, "Oh, Russell, we want to show you around Hong Kong, man. Show you." And they took me out, and they took me to this whorehouse, right? And it was like all these chicks in there, and they go, "Pick one," and I go, "Her, I guess." As I was never into hookers, it was not my thing. I go, "Her, I guess," and they go, "Okay, go," and I go, "Go where?" "Take her with you." And I go, "Take her with and do what?" Like, take her back. So I took her back to the hotel, and I was like, she's sitting there and she's like, and I'm like, so how you doing?
You're running your monologue?
I'm literally just trying to talk to her because I'm like, I don't know what else to do. And then she's like, do you want sex? And I go, I don't know. I feel weird. I'm not really. I mean, I like, no. And then she was like, huh? And I was like, I don't know. Do you want to, okay, well, she started getting naked and I go, oh, okay. And I was like, I didn't have sex with her. I just like, well, why don't you play with yourself and I'll just jerk off or something.
Wow, Russ.
And then, so I just felt weird about it. So she left. And then the next day I get back to the gig again to do the second show. Like, how was it? Oh, it was good. Yeah. And then payment came and they deducted £100 for the hooker. And I'm like, but you made me think you were paying for this. I didn't ask you to take me to a fucking hooker.
Dirty.
Oh, yeah.
That's the
$100
dirt
to
dog.
And then when they asked me to come back, I said, nah, fuck you, motherfucker. You played me when I was there.
So wait, what was the
Masturbate and switch.
I'm done.
That should be the name of your next special. That's for sure.
Masturbate and
Switch. For sure. Okay, so wait, but what I'm trying to understand, like, what was the conduit to playing in India then? So like, how did it get? Was it just your name spread or like?
Yeah, no. By then, this special had gotten YouTube started in 2005.
Oh, it's from this one. Okay.
Yeah, YouTube started 2005, and they had never seen an Indian stand-up before.
So you hit right when the YouTube was when the internet was
as soon as it
smashing.
opened, I was on it.
Damn.
And I had no clue how to be on it. I'd still
Right. Well, nobody
I've said
did.
this many times. I still to this day don't know who put me on YouTube.
So all during this time, were you DJing? Were you fucking around with records? Were you still like deep into music? Did you say I need an opening DJ and all that shit
not
at
at
that
those
point?
because I didn't know about that. But I
Yeah.
would go to clubs and be DJ spinning, and I would stand right by the DJ booth and hawk him the whole time, just watching him. And he'd be like, and I'm like, can I cut? And they're like, what? Can I play? And they're like, okay. So I would get on and play, and I would play better than they were. They're like, what the fuck? Get off. You know?
When was the first time you had a DJ on a show?
I think it wasn't till like Toronto when I started doing the big shows. And then I was like, ooh, I could.
What was
I
that,
could 2007.
Oh, 2007. Okay.
Yeah.
Earlier than I
2007.
thought. Okay.
Yeah, I had, matter of fact, the first time I had wanted Spinbad, and he didn't fucking call me back for the gig.
Yeah, he was busy.
Which is pretty spinny of him. And I had Junior Flo DJ that one. Oh, no, Junior Flo, he was part of the Turnstiles crew. He was partners with M-Rock. They were the Turnstiles crew. He's fucking dope, though. Now he plays with Crates and Keys. You know Crates and Keys?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the DJ with them.
Yeah. No, he gets busy. I've seen this guy on the road a bunch of times.
fucking dope. Yeah, so he DJ'd for me on those first shows. And then I was like, and he was dope, but I was just like, and we were friends too. We still are. But I remember going, I don't know, I need something more dynamic happening here. And that's when I got starting from scratch and Spinbad on 4 turntables. And then that shit was bananas when they would play.
I think the first time I discovered who you were was when you did the whole routine about DJing. The whole,
Oh, wow,
you
that's
know,
2013 then.
Yeah, it was really late for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
was
that's-
like, if the whole bit about,
If your hands are in the air, you're not DJing.
how you DJing with your dick, that
Yeah.
whole bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that became kind of like the
And then that was used on a lot of mixtapes too.
Yeah, I was very happy about that.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of DJs sent me like clips of them cutting that, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, that's so fucking dope." For me, that was really dope. You know, what's funny is we did a viewer episode last week, like viewer emails and calls and stuff, and Allie and I did it, my lady, and you know who fucking sent in a question was DJ Noise.
Oh, he's a really good dude. Really
Yeah,
nice guy.
from Denmark, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's always on my Instagram. He's a good dude.
Yeah,
He's
so-
incredible, by the
yeah,
way.
he was the first guy I heard do
Incredible.
sentences.
Yeah, no, he's
in a battle.
insane. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Underrated. That's a heavy DJ right there.
Yeah, him. Yeah, he was fucking dope.
yeah.
And then I remember the first time I did Denmark, it must have been 97, I think. I met DJ Nut. Do you remember DJ Nut?
I know.
He was in one of the competitions
not
too.
nuts, but nut.
No, Nut.
One nut.
K-N-U-T. K-N-U-T.
Huh.
Yeah. And I was like, why is your name Nut? It's such a weird name. He goes, oh, because my name is Nude. It's K-N-U-D-D. K-N-U-D.
His name was Nude?
Nude. Nude. That's the Danish name. Nude. So he was like, Americans can't say nude. So he was like, I went with Nut. And I was like, fair. But he was a dope DJ too. He could cut real good too and do those similar routines to Noise. I think they came up together. Wow, he looks so different than he did 25 years ago.
He looks like he could be an electronic DJ.
Mm-hmm. He might be. There's a lot of those electronic DJs that were actually dope DJs, and then they just figured, fuck it.
Uzi is one of them.
Who?
Uzi.
Who's that?
He's like a trap dude.
Really?
Incredible French, but he was a turntablist back in the day.
Yeah, I mean, Kenny Dope used to get busy on the turntables.
Oh, yes, Kenny.
But Kenny still plays when he plays. When he plays music, Kenny fucking gets busy still. But then you got, wasn't Diplo a real DJ at one point?
Kenny's a master, though. He's
a master at work.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when you say, I mean, was I don't know if Diplo was cutting up or beat juggling or anything like that, but he was doing hip hop music. Yeah.
Yeah. And then
is there anything that this guy can't do, Kenny? I mean, this dude's just
well, that's why his name is Kenny.
Jesus
and not
Christ.
Canty.
Can't he dope?
Oh my God, Russ! Wow. You're really circling the drain, baby.
Have you thought? You've already told these jokes. You just
this is off the
He
dome.
just has them
This
ready.
is a bit.
So wait, when you do your bits on stage, is this like all pre-written material, or
No.
you just feed it? So you're a freestyler.
I'm a
Yeah,
freestyler.
you're a freestyler.
This is what you.
MC.
This is your shit.
Yeah.
You ever wrote a rap?
Oh, back in the day, they were terrible.
You ever freestyle a rap?
Oh, I freestyle all the time.
I'll bet.
Yeah.
I do. You heard me doing it last night or the night before.
Last night,
I just
damn.
make sure like music will be playing, and I'll just change the lyrics to whatever's happening around me. And sometimes it's really good, and sometimes it's fucking awful.
But wait, so what do you do? I've always wondered about this. So what do you do when the audience is just dry, man, and in the front row isn't giving
when
it
it's
to you
like
live?
sort of like this podcast, it's like
Yeah.
I knew that was coming.
So I'm controlling the podcast, so you better step
you're
it up,
driving
baby.
now, New. You're driving.
It's time to wake up, Russ.
This was just like like an old car that had slow acceleration. It's moving now, but it was uphill.
It's moving uphill. Ain't that a bitch? No. So what do you do with the first row is dry? How do you get out of it?
Well,
what do
you just
do?
don't talk to them. Then you're like, fuck it, you guys suck, and then you just go in and just do your act.
So you have some parts that are like pre-written, kind of like ready to go in case front row is fucking a bunch of zombies.
Yeah. No, well, no, you just do your act. You don't really.
Yeah.
When I talk to the crowd, it's literally just talking to the crowd. I
Yeah.
don't know what they're going to say, so I just roll with what they say. And if they're, not giving me anything, then I just fuck it. I just go back into my act. I'm like, all right, fuck you guys.
You also let them know.
I do let them know. I'm like, you guys
Right.
really suck.
Eddie, do you go to the shows with them every show?
Yeah, all the time.
Oh, that's
The
dope.
greatest compliment was people think that the audience is planted.
Yeah, people sometimes
Oh,
think the
that's
audience
what's
is
up.
planted, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
I've heard them say that about Supernat when he does his freestyle bit. You
Oh,
know,
really?
when he grabs a thing out of their hands and rhymes about it.
yeah. The difference is he's been handed everything at some point, so he's already done it to some extent.
Occasionally, you'll get the thing that he's never had been
No,
handed
I mean,
before.
I handed that dude a ladder. I've grabbed.
we
toured with
yeah,
him,
when
so
we
like,
toured-
I've like gone backstage and like fire hydrants and shit, and like because we would hear the same bit
Yeah,
every
right.
night, but his bit is never the same bit. The only things that show up all the time are like
Licenses,
cigarettes,
keys.
Patch, sneakers.
the tickets to get into the show,
Right,
you know,
yeah.
keys, yeah. You know, lighters and shit like that, but he has those in his back pocket. But I mean, as
But
far as
now
but
you-
I would purposely try to trip him up, and he loved it. He's like, "Fucking new," you know. He gets off on that shit. He's like, can I get past this barrier?
My favorite was the Super Nat Juice battle. That shit was dope.
Oh my god,
That was the
I
wake-up
went,
show battles,
I
right?
went to school with Juice, and my crew battled his
I
crew.
thought Juice was from Chicago or
yeah,
Indiana.
and then he moved to the Valley.
But isn't Super Nat from Chicago too?
No, he's from New
York.
Indiana.
Oh,
but
Indiana,
New York.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
that was
watching
dope.
that one was painful for me. I was like, "Ooh, boy, I got to meet Nat."
I mean, Juice was killing
and
it in
look,
that
Juice
one too.
is an incredible MC. I mean, I grew up with him. He's insane, like insane.
That was when Super Nat ripped down his poster.
Yeah, and
Oh
that was
my God, that shit was
a rough
incredible.
night. That was a rough
I used
night.
to listen to that and go, "Holy shit!"
Do you play excerpts of other shit on this podcast, like parts of this battle on this podcast?
I don't
or-
know, but can we?
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. I'm glad I'm producing the show now too, Russ.
You know what? I'm happy you're on this.
Jesus
Do
Christ.
you
bro.
need us to get you guys drinks or anything?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you guys got?
Yeah. What do I have?
What do you got? What do you want? What do you want?
You still like the peanut butter whiskey?
Oh yeah, I got this new
Is
one.
that your favorite?
No, I got this new one called Blind Squirrel. I got it at Lee's Discount Liquor in Vegas.
The name is funny.
And at Lee's
about
Discount Liquor in
Blind
Vegas. 'Cause I
Squirrel.
was going to buy a bottle of Screwball.
That doesn't sound good. Blind squirrel.
No, son. I liked the Screwball before. And then I was at Lee's and I picked up a bottle of Screwball, and the guy working there goes, "No, have you tried this one?" I go, "No." He goes, "Well, this one's exclusive to us. We make it. Try it." And he gave me a sample of it. I go, "Holy shit, it's way smoother."
Is
You don't
everybody
drink, right,
is everybody
Chemist, or just not right now?
No, he drinks.
Not right now.
Yeah.
I make him drink when we're on the road. It's been a long time, but
I make him drink juice. He makes me drink liquor.
DJ juice, MC juice.
Right.
one of our last interactions on the road was drinking wine, and he was clapping because I was pouring out really bad wine. He's like,
That's
"There
the
you
best.
go,
No,
He
you
was
gotta
like
pour that
hyping
shit
me up.
out. There's no.
I don't like. I can't do wine.
I love wine.
I got the acid reflux.
I love wine. Send it to me.
Oh
Yeah, I used to be a wino, but I had to stop that.
Oh yeah, that's it right. That shit is good as fuck.
Blind squirrel.
That does not look good,
Oh
Russ.
my god, I got it right
I
there.
thought
You
that
got to do
was
a shot
a
of it.
juice. I thought that was like a carrot
Jesus.
juice.
It tastes like Butterfinger.
Yeah, it looks like a
Oh my
Frank's
god,
hot
it's so good.
sauce or some shit.